Welcome back, everybody. All this week, CNBC is looking at equity and opportunity for women. And while government data shows that women spend up to 80% more than men on their health care, a recent McKinsey report found that outside of cancer, women's health issues garner just 2% of healthcare investments. But a new generation of women in health tech is looking to close that gap. And as Bertha Coombs reports, investors, they are paying attention.
I don't think my human eye would have said, that's the spot.
To Dr. Connie Lehman, a breast cancer scan is like a fingerprint.
It's so unique to that woman.
The Mass General radiologist is leveraging artificial intelligence to more accurately assess a woman's personal risk for breast cancer beyond traditional biomarkers.
All of our patients who identify patients of color have really been left behind in this domain. The risk models that are being used in healthcare were built on European Caucasian women.
Her research quickly attracted investors. Last year, she chose Sante Ventures to help her launch Clarity and find a CEO committed to health equity.
Women are a huge portion of the population and control a lot of spend. It's an underserved area that has a lot of room for expansion.
Venture capital funding for so-called Femtech devoted to women's health tripled since 2015 to nearly $1.9 billion last year, according to PitchBook. Beyond breast cancer, McKinsey analysts say fertility, maternal health, and gynecology have attracted the most investment. Firms like Maven Clinic, focused on reproductive health benefits, are also attracting employers, says investor Dina Shakir.
This is not just a nice to have, it's a necessity to retain women in the workforce. And so there are increasingly large employer budgets for prenatal care, for maternal care, for pediatric care.
To Dr. Lehman, it's no surprise women-led firms are leading the charge.
The data also shows that they're more likely to have equitable approaches to healthcare. They are more likely to invest in domains that help women as well as men.
As for Dr. Lehman's breast cancer program, Clarity has filed for FDA approval, and her startup is hoping to get approved within the year. Brian.
Bertha, thank you. How many of these companies are getting ready to go public? How many are very early stage young tech companies? Sort of where in the life cycle of investing are many of these names you've talked to?
A lot of them are still early stage. Maven had a big round last August of more than $110 million, including Oprah Winfrey among the investors. So they're one of the big unicorns in the space. The one that has gone public, Progeny, they deal with fertility and maternity issues. That stock, like a lot of health tech stocks, has not fared so well in the public market, but it is coming up. It's an area that a lot of folks are very interested in because, Brian, you know, we're half the population, women.